Okay.
Hi, good morning. This is the Zeitgeist Movement Delhi, and today is the 22nd of July 2012, and it's 11 a.m. We're starting with the One Planet project. I'd like to introduce everyone. This is Archit. Hi. And I'm Shiv Hastawala, and he is Kush. I could show it. Okay. This is Kush. So we'll be starting off with the One Planet project, and so.
Okay. Short question. If you were to look at the historical employment trends and statistics, and find one key factor responsible for long-term unemployment, what according to you? Out of the four.
So I have two slides. When it's me.
Okay, this is marked by somebody else. You don't have to go by.
Yeah.
But
I know.
Okay. See, alright. What about number two? How many people in the world live than $2.50 per day?
I think it's also three again.
60%. Okay.
Is it right? Yeah.
Okay. What percentage of adequate food population do you think can be supplied daily with adequate nourishing food? Using the latest technology and everything that's available.
50%.
Okay. Based on today's energy usage requirements, what percent of world can be powered with clean renewable energy such as solar, wind, geothermal? There's more tidal wave.
100%. Is this true?
Yeah. I believe Germany's gone off nuclear and going clean energy. Yeah, we feel that way too, and our movement envisages a world where there's no money. Where we feel that today we have enough technology to provide for everybody. And if you look at it today, the sad part is humans are the most advanced species on this planet. We are also the only species who actually has the world to eat. Everything else is free food. And if we are not able to use our own knowledge and our own expertise to provide for our own selves, there is really no hope for a sustainable future, because today we are driven by consumption. More advertisements, consume more, take more out of the world, multiple brands, duplicating services, products, goods. So our movement was inspired by a project called the Venus Project, based in Miami, Venus, Florida, by an industrial designer called Jacques Fresco. So that's all pretty much I can tell you. You have the things with us. And
If you want to look at the answers,
the other two 100%. Machine automation, which is about, I think, 6 to 7 years back. The graphs crisscross each other, as in technology is replacing man. They've already replaced us in the manufacturing sector. So it was the new boom. But today, if you look at it, an ATM is something that takes care of what maybe 5 people did 10 years back. And it's only going to increase. There are restaurants that are increasingly automated. So we feel that technology will eventually take over the role that is currently done by human labor. So man is free to do the things they want to do. Yeah, I give 2 minutes.
First I will see the questions. If they are suitable to reply to them, then I will.
Sure. Absolutely, sir.
What kind of survey is this?
So we are part of it's an NGO. It's not an NGO, it's a social movement called the Zeitgeist Movement. It's a worldwide movement for a resource-based economy. So we have some technical questions which anybody would be able to answer. Like the first one is, if we track historical employment trend, we find there is one key factor responsible for long-term unemployment. According to you, sir? I mean, these are marked by somebody else, so you don't have to go right.
If we track the historical employment trends statistics, we find that there is one key factor responsible for long-term unemployment. What is it? Market inefficiency, central banks, machine automation, poor education. Poor education is the right.
Okay, sir.
The person is educated, he can develop his career at his own. That's not an issue.
Do you know how many people in the world live on less than $2.50 per day?
Why not?
What percentage of the current world population do you think can be supplied with adequate nourishing food using the latest technology today?
I think as far as food is concerned, I don't think it's less, but the ratio of supply is not even. So I think if the food reaches to the needy people, it will come down to 100%. But if there is a production, everything is available. The only thing is that distribution is not proper. Like you can see the population pressure in Delhi and population pressure in other states. There are vacant states, their population is less. If you see country-wise, Canada has very less population in comparison to India. So the population of, distribution of the products and the distribution of manpower is not adequate. But I'm not an economic student, so
That's right.
that was my idea.
Based on today's energy usage, what percent of the world do you think can be powered with clean renewable energy such as solar, wind, geothermal, tidal?
I'm not sure, but it will be just 50% of the.
Okay, sir.
I'm not sure.
Give you the answers. Basically, the first one is machine automation.
Okay.
What is happening is today machines are taking over the jobs, and as we extrapolate into the future,
I agree to that. That machine automation is more or less, it might be responsible for that. But the only thing is, if you are educated, okay, only then you will come to know that how much dependence we have to keep on the machines and how much work we can do manually. It also depends on the usage of machine, whoever is doing it. Because you are an illiterate person, I can't use. Why you keep machine? The other reason this could be. Okay.
fair enough.
See, I am a salesman. I am prepared up till end.
That's fine.
जो मैंने बोल दिया वो बोल दिया.
Nothing to debate, sir. We are all learning. No problem, sir. As far as the number of people who live, it's 50%. Live below $2.5. The other two are 100%.
Okay.
We can. So our movement is called the Zeitgeist Movement, and we largely go by what you just saying. Inefficient distribution of resources. We feel that in today's world, we have the technology. If we just look at the technology, we have the means to feed all the people, give them shelter, give them free energy. It's all possible, but we are stuck in a monetary system which is based on competition. And now, we feel that monetary system was a system that was created in an era when there was scarcity. चीजें नहीं थी, तो आपने काम किया तो आपके पास पैसे हैं, so that means आपको खाना और पानी मिल सकता है. Today, if you look at it, human being is the most advanced species, and we are the only species who has to work to eat. Everybody else gets free food. And by using technology, and human beings don't need money, they need resources. आपको घर चाहिए, खाना चाहिए, education चाहिए. पैसे is a means to it. So today we have reached a stage where we feel that there is enough technology where human beings can be freed from doing especially repetitive laborious jobs like in a sweatshop.
Exactly.
And you can educate them so that they can actually focus on higher things.
Amir Khan has raised the issue of मेला ढूंढने वाला जो था उन काम से उनको हटाया जाए.
So that they can actually do, because it's a waste of human life to sit in a factory and do something entirely.
And in a very unhygienic situation.
Unhygienic and situation.
That's all.
These two are for you, sir. Go through it whenever you have the time. And I can okay, hi. We are here to represent the Zeitgeist Movement. It's a global activism movement based on the idea that human beings can have a sustainable world, which is where moving from the monetary system, we can have a resource-based economic system. In case you're wondering what that means, if we look at ourselves today, we need resources. Money is the means to get it. And today we have reached a place where money is an outdated resource. It was created in an era where there was scarcity. So if you worked and you got some money, it meant that you had contributed to society, and hence you are eligible for it. Today technology has reached a stage where it can give things to people for no cost. Today you have people working in sweatshop factories, people working in assembly lines doing one thing for 40 years just to earn money. It's a waste of human life. So we feel that technology can actually create a money-free world where human beings are free, they don't have to work. They can get the resources for free, and they can focus their energies on things they like to do. You may have interest in, say, nuclear physics, but you studied commerce and now you have to earn a living, so you become a banker. It happens to most of us. Yeah, I wanted to be a writer, but I became something else because I needed money after college to earn. So if we were to remove those inhibitions, we feel human beings can actually live up to their potential. Just 4 questions. If you were to try, don't go by these are marked by somebody else. Okay? If you we were to track the historical employment trends and statistics, and we find that there is one key factor responsible for long-term unemployment. What do you think it is? Okay. Do you know how many people in the world live on less than $1.5 per day?
Which is around 135 rupees per day. Around.
Okay. What percentage of the current world population do you think can be supplied with daily adequate nourishing food using the latest technology? Okay. Based on today's energy requirements, what percent of the world do you think can be powered with clean renewable energy, such as solar, wind, geothermal? Okay. So we'll just give you the answer. This is 100%, this is 100%. We actually have the resources to do 100%. Say for instance, an oil company wouldn't want clean energy to come because that spoils their business. So today we are in an era where technology is held back because it impedes the market system. Food also there is enough, but there are inefficiencies in the system that make sure that people don't get it. 50% of the world lives on less than $2.5 per day. And the biggest reason today, if you look at numbers, is machine automation. Machines are taking over. Historically, the biggest source of employment was agriculture. Then that got taken over by technology. Then became manufacturing. Today, it's also booming. Even manufacturing has now become automated. Then the next engine was service sector. But today, if you look at it, even service sectors are increasingly getting taken over by technology. Today, when you call an office, there is no receptionist. You go into an IVR. Today, there are 5 to 6 people in the banks have lost their jobs. ATM does that job. Today, there are restaurants that are automated. Internet is now beginning to sell tickets. It's beginning to pretty much do e-commerce. So all these things which were done by people now is being automated. And this will only increase in the future. Technology won't come down. More and more technology will take over more and more aspects of human civilization, commerce, and we will lose our jobs. So the best way to deal with it is to actually hand it over to technology. Let technology do all the day-to-day work so that we are free to use our minds and do something better. So that's the essential idea. We'll just provide you with more information. There are some documentaries, so do go through them. That will give you a better idea. And if you could just share your email with us, we'll send you some links and go through it whenever you are. It's a worldwide movement which believes that we don't need a money-based world anymore. Today we have the technology. Actually, if you look at it, human beings need resources. Ghar, khana, education, gaadi, bangla, whatever. Money is a means to buy it. Today we've reached a stage in the world where money, which was created as a concept many years back when there was scarcity, चीजें नहीं थी, तो आपने काम किया, आपको पैसे मिले, मतलब you have contributed to society, इसको खाना पानी मिल सकता है. Today we've reached a situation where technology actually can provide for everybody. And if you look at it, the funny part is we are the most advanced species on this world, human beings. We are also the only species who actually has to work to eat. Dogs, animals, everybody gets free food. We have to work to eat. It's actually a sad state of affairs. And if you look at it, factories and all, people doing mindless jobs, cut for 40 years, 50 years, just to earn some money so that they can feed their family. Different people who have had different dreams but then have to go and work so that they can feed their family, can't do what they want to do. So we feel that today we have the technology where everything can be provided to people free of cost. Technology can do all the mundane jobs of our life, like manufacturing, everything. And people can actually use their brains and do what they want to do. Like, you may be interested in studying space, but you have to go to chartered accountancy so that you can get a job and feed family. But now you can actually explore space. And in that process, if everybody does what they want to do, they will contribute to humanity in a better way because everybody is enjoying it. Today's system ensures that there's only one Einstein, one Newton. Utne determined people who are willing to fight everything and become number one. It's a very unfair system. If you look at it, today's system is based on competition. Everything. In school we compete. All our sports are competitive. Even the fact that we dress well is a form of competition. I want to look better than the next guy. So fashion, everything is based on competition. Entire value system of society is competition, and a value system like that eventually will lead to conflict. So you need laws to say that no, we'll control the competition. Because when people compete, they may go kill also because they want to get ahead. So we feel that technology can actually give the world, and we have some inputs and we'll give it to you. You can take it with yourself and study if it interests you. So we just want to check just 4 questions if it just helps. Don't go by the ticks, they've been ticked by somebody else. If we track historical employment trends and statistics, we feel that there is one key factor responsible for long-term unemployment. नौकरी नहीं है लोगों के पास. क्यों? Is it because of market inefficiency? Is it because of machine automation? Is it because of central banks? Or is it because of poor education? What do you feel?
I think machine automation. I will go for D.
Okay. Fine. Do you know how many people in the world live on less than $2.50 per day? That's 135 rupees. 33%. What percentage of the current world population do you think can be supplied daily with adequate nourishing food using the latest technology? Based on today's energy usages, what percent of the world do you think can be powered with clean, renewable energy? So we'll just give you the answer that's immaterial. Basically, the first one is machine automation. What is happening is initially people had jobs in the agricultural sector. Then that became machines. So people moved to manufacturing. Now today assembly plants are all automated. So then they moved to the service sector. Today, if you look at the service sector also, is getting automated. Today, when you call offices, you don't get a receptionist. You get an IVR. Press option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 लोग जो काम बैंक में करते हैं आज ATM कर रहा है. There are new restaurants which are automated. You go place an order, the food comes, no waiters. Today, you book tickets online. You do everything online. वो सब एक टाइम में लोगों का काम सब चला गया. With passing future बस बढ़ता ही जाएगा as technology gets better and better, because technology has a tendency to grow at a very high vertical rate. For instance, computer is one invention, but that one computer has now given 10,000 inventions. Each of those 10,000 inventions will give 10,000 inventions. So it will grow at a phenomenal rate, which will change the face of Earth, and that will have a huge impact on unemployment. So we feel that instead of fighting technology, where unions come and say technology मत लो लोगों की नौकरी चली जाएगी, the idea is actually say हाँ technology तो आना ही है, उसको आन दो. Let technology do all the boring work, so that you and I can sit and actually educate ourselves and do interesting things. Somebody wants to explore oceans, somebody wants to explore space, somebody wants to create new machines, whatever, music, whatever their line of interest is. So it's a global activism movement. We have a Delhi chapter. These are some of the documentaries, website details and information here. So आप ले जाओ and go through it. And it would be great if you could share your email with us. We will send across information that you might find interesting, and if you find it interesting, we are on Facebook. Our phone numbers, you can just type PZM.
Okay, so there's actually a social organization that proposes for a very sustainable system. So we are doing a kind of a survey, you could say, or an awareness strategy, wherein we would just ask you 4 very simple multiple choice questions. So if you would like to answer them. Okay. First of all, if we track the historical employment trends and statistics, we find that there is one key factor responsible for long-term unemployment. What is it? Market inefficiency, central banks, machine automation, or poor education? For unemployment, one key factor. A, market inefficiency. All right. We'll be telling you the answer to this question. Do you know how many people in the world live on less than $2.5 a day? That is almost equal to 135 rupees per day. Less than 135 rupees per day. A month. 33 rupees. All right. What percentage of the current world population do you think can be supplied daily with adequate, nourishing food? What percentage of people can be supplied with adequate nourishing food? Yeah. Within the world. 50%. All right. Based on today's energy usage requirements, what percent of the world can be powered with clean, renewable energies such as solar, wind, and geothermal? Can be. 75%. Okay. Unfortunately, you get a zero. Sorry. The first answer is machine automation. When you look at the trends, even in the world and in India as well, machine automation has been causing the most of unemployment. First, we had the agro-based industry, right, wherein people were working for agriculture. The tractors came in, everything came in, so people moved from the agro-based to the manufacturing sectors. From the manufacturing sectors became automated again. So the people moved from manufacturing sectors to the service sector. Around 80% of the people in urban cities today are working in the service sector, right? But even the service sector is getting plagued with automation today. You see ATMs, 5 or 6 people used to do that in a bank, but all that work is done by one ATM. You see certain restaurants have been completely automated, waiterless automated. Have you seen that in Germany? And again, when you come to banks, you see automated kiosks for passbook entries or for various things. Automation is taking over everything. When you call, when you call up a company, you don't get a receptionist. You go for the IVR. The internet is booking tickets for people. So automation is taking over everything. So how many people live on less than $2.5 a day? The actual answer is 50%. There has been a statistical survey in 2008 which said that 50% of the world lives on less than 135 rupees, which turns out to be 4,000 rupees per month. So you can imagine 50%. What percent of the world can you think can be supplied with adequate nourishing food? That's 100%. With the level of technology that we have today, every kind of food, good food can be supplied to every person on the earth and even the coming generations. The only problem is we are met with a monetary system. We live in a money-based system, right? We met with cost efficiency at every stage of production. So the minute any good or service is produced, it is inferior, not after usage, but even before usage. We live in a money-based system which is based on competition. So we have words like poverty and people being uneducated and the impoverished. We are actually not supposed to have these words in our dictionary. We have actually reached that stage where we do not need those words in our dictionary. Based on today's energy usage requirements, what percent of the world can be powered with clean renewable energies? That's 100%. There was a 2006 MIT report which said that around 13,000